What if I told you Shaq and LeBron's real game had nothing to do with basketball and everything to do with building billion-dollar dynasties, but with completely opposite playbooks? Who really won? Let's find out. Shaq and LeBron, two icons, two beasts on the court, but off the court, they're playing a totally different game. One built his empire by being everywhere: commercials, food chains, tech deals, even DJ gigs. The other, he played chess while everyone else played checkers, building a quiet empire based on ownership, equity, and storytelling. Today we're diving deep into how Shaq and LeBron became two of the richest athletes ever, and which blueprint is actually smarter. Let's get into it. Because everybody wants to build wealth, but most people copy what they see: flashy cars, endorsement deals, easy money. Shaq and LeBron show two totally different ways to build real wealth. The problem is, if you follow the wrong playbook, you might look rich, but never actually be rich. So the real question is, which playbook should you actually learn from? Round one, visibility versus ownership. Shaq swings first with his everywhere at once strategy. Over 50+ endorsements, from Icy Hot to Papa John's to the General Insurance. His mindset? Make people laugh. Be unforgettable. The goal was to saturate every corner of pop culture to the point where you couldn't turn on a TV or walk through an airport without seeing his face. It worked. Shaq became a walking brand, a human meme, and a trusted figure across multiple industries. LeBron counters with own it or leave it. No random endorsements. If he didn't believe in it, he passed. His deals were strategic: lifetime equity with Nike, part ownership in Blaze Pizza, tens of millions from the Beats by Dre Apple sale. LeBron's goal wasn't to just be seen, it was to own pieces of everything he touched. Every handshake was a potential empire. Winner, LeBron. Being everywhere is loud, but ownership is where the real power and real freedom live. How can you apply this? You don't need to be a global superstar to use their playbooks. Shaq's method: focus on building your personal brand first. Get known. Be memorable. Whether you're freelancing, starting a business, or growing a social media page, visibility creates opportunities. LeBron's method: once you have attention, don't just chase paychecks. Look for equity. Own your work, your brand, your business. Ask yourself, am I just getting paid, or am I building something that will pay me forever? In a world full of people renting their talents, be the one building your own house. Round two, food empire showdown. Shaq dives into fast food headfirst like a man on a mission. At one point, he owned 10% of all Five Guys locations. Then he kept stacking 17 Auntie Anne's pretzel shops, his personal restaurant chain Big Chicken, 40 24-hour fitness gyms, and even 150 car washes. Shaq's style was clear: spread wide, invest in everyday businesses people always use, and keep that cash flowing nonstop. He wasn't looking for one big jackpot. He was building a massive, steady cash machine. LeBron took a totally different route. He chose quality over quantity. Instead of throwing money everywhere, he focused heavily on one brand he believed in: Blaze Pizza. In 2012, he dropped a relatively small $1 million investment into the brand when it was still new. Fast forward, that $1 million turned into over $40 million. He didn't need 20 different chains. One smart, focused move was enough to make his portfolio pop. Winner depends on your style. If you want steady, reliable cash flow like clockwork, Shaq's model is king. If you want fewer bets with massive upside potential, LeBron's focused strategy wins. How can you apply this? Shaq's method: think about businesses people always need: food, fitness, basic services. Instead of chasing flashy ideas, stack reliable, boring cash machines. Even small investments in these areas can compound over time. LeBron's method: Find one or two brands you deeply believe in. Go all in. Be patient. It's not about doing everything. It's about betting on the right thing and letting it grow. Whether you're building a side hustle or investing your first $1,000, remember, are you playing wide like Shaq or deep like LeBron? Pick your lane and play it smart. Round 3, tech moves. Shaq made some seriously sneaky smart moves early on. Without shouting about it, he grabbed early pieces of companies like Google, Ring, and Lyft. Back when nobody really understood what smart homes or ride-sharing would become, Shaq trusted his gut. These bets didn't make headlines at first, but they aged like fine wine. He quietly stacked small pieces of future giants, building a diversified tech portfolio without needing to be front and center. LeBron played the opposite game. Instead of lots of small plays, he went for a few massive swings. He took equity in Beats by Dre, not just a sponsorship deal. When Apple scooped up Beats for $3 billion, LeBron reportedly made around $30 million. Same with Lyft. A smart, high-upside bet. He wasn't trying to catch every trend. He picked a few he believed would explode, and they did. Winner. Depends on what you value. Shaq wins for diversification. He spread his bets wide and minimized risk. LeBron wins for big exits, betting on a few and hitting massive jackpots. How can you apply this? Shaq's method: don't underestimate small, early investments. If you believe in a new idea, tech, or startup, it might be smart to spread a little money across a few opportunities instead of betting the farm on one. LeBron's method: focus on high conviction. If you truly believe in a business or a technology, go big, study it, know it inside and out, then swing hard when the time feels right. You don't need to choose one forever. You can start Shaq style to learn the game, then shift into LeBron mode when you're ready to bet on your biggest convictions. Round 4, entertainment and media game. Shaq knows how to stay in front of a crowd. After retiring from basketball, he slid right onto TNT's Inside the NBA, becoming a staple on sports TV. But he didn't stop there. He launched his own podcasts, hit music festivals as DJ Diesel, and made himself the face of dozens of commercials. From icy hot packs to car insurance, Shaq kept the spotlight on him by doing everything. His philosophy: stay visible, stay relevant, keep the checks coming. LeBron saw the bigger picture. He didn't just want to be in the content, he wanted to own the content. In 2020, he and Maverick Carter combined their ventures into the Spring Hill Company, a $725 million media powerhouse. Spring Hill isn't just about making money, it's about controlling the narrative, telling diverse stories, and building a cultural legacy. Movies like Space Jam: A New Legacy, Netflix's Self-Made, and documentaries on athletes are just a slice of their impact. LeBron isn't just working with the cameras, he owns the cameras, the scripts, and the profits. Winner: LeBron. Shaq's visibility is impressive, but LeBron's ownership sets him apart. He's not just the face on the screen, he's the one who decides what the world watches. So how can you apply this? Shaq's method: build visibility. Whatever you're working on, post about it, talk about it, share it. The more people see you, the more opportunities you'll attract. LeBron's method: don't just be a participant, aim to be the creator. Start building assets you control, whether it's a YouTube channel, a blog, a brand, or even your own business. At the end of the day, it's great to be seen, but it's way better to own what people are seeing. Round 5, real estate flex. Shaq took a solid, steady approach with real estate. He spread his investments across a variety of different properties: commercial buildings, affordable housing projects, and luxury homes. His mindset? Don't just stick to one type of real estate. Diversify to lower the risk and create consistent cash flow. Shaq's real estate empire isn't flashy, but it's dependable. It's that silent money, the type that quietly keeps growing while you sleep. LeBron, on the other hand, made bigger, bolder moves. He went after high-end, statement-making properties. He bought an $8 million mansion in Brentwood, a $23 million Los Angeles estate, and a $36.75 million Beverly Hills compound, not to mention his $10 million home back in Akron, Ohio. Altogether, over $80 million in premium real estate. LeBron wasn't just investing, he was planting his flag in some of the most desirable ZIP codes in the country. For him, real estate isn't just about cash flow. It's about prestige, influence, and strategic positioning in the entertainment capital of the world. Winner LeBron, Shaq's portfolio is strong and safe, but LeBron's high-stakes, high-reward real estate game gives him way more leverage and star power. How can you apply this? Shaq's method. Start with diversified, steady investments. If you're getting into real estate, think about rental properties, duplexes, or affordable commercial spaces that can generate consistent income without requiring huge upfront costs. LeBron's method. If you have the means or work your way up, consider strategic, high-value investments. Think about properties in growing cities, prime neighborhoods, or up-and-coming markets that could skyrocket in value. You can start small and safe like Shaq, and when the time is right, level up into bold moves like LeBron. Build your base first, then aim for the crown. Final scorecard, the ultimate face-off. Shaq, the showstopper. LeBron, the chess master strategy. Be everywhere. Endorse everything. Own everything. Equity first mindset. Make people laugh. Stay unforgettable. Build legacy. Own empires. Short-term income. Huge commercials, gigs, and appearances. Steady, but always tied to equity. Long-term wealth, solid, diversified, steady grower, massive, strategic, unstoppable risk. Style spreads across industries for safety. Deep focus, few bold moves with huge upside playstyle. Big diesel energy, everywhere. All at once, king chess moves. Own the board quietly. The real question isn't who had the better jump shot. It's who built a game plan that your future family will thank you for. Because fast fame fades, but ownership is forever. Shaq's loud, Shaq's everywhere. But LeBron's empire, it's silent, strategic, built to last generations. Shaq made millions making people smile. LeBron made billions by making power moves no one even saw coming. Shaq built a castle in the spotlight. He created a massive presence, almost like a friendly giant everyone loves. His wins are about being recognizable, relatable, everywhere at once. LeBron built an invisible kingdom, a machine that'll outlive him, his fame, and maybe even the game itself. He moved like a CEO. Every partnership, every move was about ownership, leverage, and building things bigger than himself. Both became incredibly wealthy, but LeBron's playbook sets him up for multi-generational wealth. His kids' kids will eat off the moves he made. Shaq's empire is huge, but LeBron's? It's designed to live long after he's left the court. Which one wins? If you want fast fame and steady cash, Shaq's your guy. But if you want to build a dynasty, a legacy that feeds your family long after you're gone, you follow LeBron. Two legends, two strategies, both billionaires in their own right, but one built a personal brand empire and the other built a legacy empire. The real flex isn't just getting paid today, it's setting up a dynasty that lasts forever. The next move? It's yours. If this opened your eyes, smash that like button. It tells YouTube you want more real money lessons, not just hype. Share this with someone who's serious about playing the real game of wealth. And subscribe, because next time, we're diving even deeper into the hidden playbooks that the wealthy never talk about. Don't just watch greatness, build it.